Overwatch 2 might be the most unnecessary sequel since The Hangover Part 2. It feels like a game that was basically designed so that Activision could literally milk this entire IP for every bit of what it has. And if you don't believe me, I guess it's time to read some Steam reviews about Overwatch 2, so buckle up. Conpon says the people who make Overwatch porn work harder than the people who make Overwatch. I mean, come on, copy and pasting is pretty hard work if you ask me. Skylock says better off downloading 34 gigabytes of Overwatch porn than the game itself. Nano says the porn artist should sue for defamation. I'm starting to notice a trend here. Dark Emerald says, I recommend the porn, not the game. Wonky said, this community is so nice. I got a lot of tips on how to uninstall the game and what to do with myself. Overwatch porn better. Please add sex. Roy J says, I cried at the part when Reaper said bye, 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 and locked the new heroes behind a battle pass and scrapped the story mode. Truly the game of all time. Thank you, Activision Blizzard. Good game ruined by corporate greed and bad decision making. How about a good game that didn't need to exist? Sky says, this company is not worth your money. They essentially scrapped everything they promised for PvE and downgraded the game and are slowly reintroducing aspects of the first game and calling them updates. While the gameplay is still there, the greed overshadows everything else. You are telling me a studio that is also run by the same guy who is known for his woman-respecting, employee-respecting ways is not worth your money? Angst gives his whole method of how Blizzard makes money. 1. Make a good game with an exciting esports scene. 2. Slowly ruin the game with shitty updates. 3. Stop updating the game. 4. Announce a sequel that will add a new PvE mode. 5. Don't update the game for years and let it die. 6. Finally revive it by releasing an incomplete version of the sequel with a PvE mode nowhere to be seen. 7. Add skins for $20 and make old skins $20 as well. That is the Activision way, man. I gotta tell ya. 8. Disable multiple heroes on release because of some very easy to fix issues in how the game functioned, but regularly release new skins instead of rolling out a patch a few hours after the exploits were found. 9. Ruin the rank system by replacing it with the worst ranking system ever created in video game history. 10. Playing as the hero that you like and not any of these other characters every single match. GG, well played, you have lost the match. Why bother somewhat equally balancing every hero? 11. Announce the death of Overwatch League, losing esport organizations millions in the process. 12. Announce the cancellation of the PvE mode that made Overwatch 2 have a 2 in the name. 13. Take what little PvE content was ready and release it as a DLC for $15, so technically there is a new PvE mode. 14. Become the #1 most negatively reviewed game on Steam. Or to sum everything up, this game is dog shit. Tomato says, the only reason it exists on Steam so that you can give it a bad review, and I appreciate every single one of you that did. Chris says, it's like watching your beloved child slowly grow into a drug addict with no future. Rule 34 is what carries this game. You have people like Pootsie Man here that are just posting the TF2 link, that way people can go play an actual good free-to-play game. Picture of a guy taking a shit. Kitty says, I have less shame in admitting to owning porn games in my library than I do with this game. Dash says, as a Rule 34 artist who doesn't use AI tools, I can confirm that I have put more time and effort into drawing Tracer's British backside than Blizzard has done with this whole game. Aurora says, imagine you bought a book and it's great. A few years later, publisher comes, takes your book, and gives you a cheap magazine version of that book, which doesn't even have all the chapters. Also, you need to pay to get new chapters while the original book was getting bigger for free. Newbie says, welcome to Steam, Blizzard. Here are all the honest reviews. The Behemoth Baron says, the game is free to play, yet I still want a refund. Eleanori says, I have a new hobby, reading Overwatch 2 reviews. It gives so much joy to me seeing this garbage be nuked by everyone. Long have I waited for this to happen, but I am not satisfied yet. Not until all Overwatch 2 servers are shut down. I chronically jerk off to Bill Clinton. Cursed Ravioli says, how to ruin a game 101. Announce Overwatch 2 in 2019. Stop updating Overwatch 1 in 2020. Shut it down in 2022. Release Overwatch 0.75. Half of QOL things are absent, bad ranks, some bugs, and only things like the shop works. Keep promising PvE campaign release next year. Make in-game gun charm more expensive than physical keychain. Add battle pass nobody asked for, lock new heroes behind paywall, ditch the promised PvE campaign, aka the whole purpose of this sequel, announce even more paid content, recycle 2017 anniversary event yet again, and lock it behind a paywall. Arashi says, the amount of racial slurs I've learned while playing this game is honestly quite impressive, 10 out of 10. Anna says, been playing since the game first launched. I cherished the game up until a few nights ago. I was walking down the street and saw this piece of dog shit. After staring at this piece of dog shit for a while, I realized how much better it was than the game itself, and its company. Not to mention, the Chernobyl nuclear disaster has less toxicity than this game. Chilled EV says, I'm going to the porn instead. At least that has effort. The porn is better. Bad game, good porn. Milvin asked, is this where you rate the porn or rate the game? Naimi, whatever. I feel scammed. Totally different from the gameplay I watched on porn sites. And finally, you have Fleur who says, the pros of the game, the porn is good. The uninstall button works. Cons, the rest. After reading all these reviews and going to get gameplay for myself, I think it's pretty clear that a lot of people think the same thing. The porn is really good for Overwatch, but this game is an absolute disaster. This game was designed to milk every ounce that they could out of this popular IP, aren't committing to the very reason why this exact thing exists, and now they're paying the price, which is good. I love this negative feedback on this game, so that way things like this never happen again. Anyways, I'd like to know what you have to say in the comments section below. What do you think of Overwatch 2? Do you think the game is good or bad? Are there any reviews that you really found funny? What is the next game that I should look into the reviews for? Let me know what you think in the comments section below. If you enjoyed the video, maybe consider leaving a like and subscribing because it helps out the channel. And if you didn't enjoy the video, well, it's not getting much better than this. Thanks for watching and, well, bye.